Today I am explaining you format of cash flow statement by indirect method as per AS3. Cash flow statement is prepared by any of two methods, direct method or indirect method. But in our syllabus there is only indirect method, so we are explaining cash flow statement by indirect method only. And as per AS3 means what? CA Institute issued some standards out of which AS3 is related to cash flow statement. For the year ended, 2 years are given, 2019 and 2020. Then you have to write here for the year ended 31st March 2020. Means what? For current year. We are preparing cash flow statement for current year. Format is very simple. One column is for particulars and other is for amount. You know very well there are three activities in cash flow statement: operating activity, investing activity and financing activity. So first, A, cash flow from operating activity, in which we have to write first surplus, that is balance in statement of profit and loss of current year. Means what? Closing balance of statement of profit and loss from the balance sheet of current year, and from it we deduct surplus, that is balance in statement of profit and loss of last year. Means what? Opening balance. Means from current year's balance we deduct balance of last year. The remaining value may be increase or in decrease, so it may be a positive value or a negative value. We write negative value in the bracket, then add it in appropriation items. Appropriation items are transfer to reserve, provision of tax, net of refund. Net of refund means what? You deduct refund of tax from the value of provision for tax and net value is written here. Then proposed dividend of last year paid in current year. Proposed dividend of last year paid in current year. Focus is given on paid in current year. Or interim dividend of current year means interim dividend paid in current year. So what we written here? Total dividend which are paid in current year. It means proposed dividend of last year is paid in current year and interim dividend is also paid in current year. Next item is extraordinary item. It may be a positive or a negative value, and total of it write in the outer column. It may be a positive value or a negative value, and final answer will be profit before tax and extraordinary item. Again it may be a positive value or a negative value. Means we are adding appropriation item in increase and decrease. This is our first stage of operating activity. Now move to next stage. It is adjustment for non-operating and non-cash items. There are 6 items in this category. First, depreciation of current year. Next, loss on sale of fixed asset. And if profit is there, we deduct profit on sale of fixed asset. So in second item, profit or loss on sale of fixed asset is written here. Third item, written off of intangible assets like goodwill and fictitious assets. Next, interest paid, and opposite of it, interest, rent and dividend received, we deduct it. Next, fifth item is premium on redemption of share and debenture. It is written here only in that situation when premium on redemption of share or debenture is adjusted by profit and loss account. If it is adjusted by security premium reserve or capital profit, then this item is not shown here, and opposite of it is discount on redemption of share and debenture. It is a profit, so we deduct it. Next, provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debt may be adjusted here or it may be adjusted in next stage, working capital changes, and write total of all items in outer column. It may be a positive or a negative value, and final result will be operating profit before working capital change. It may be a positive value or a negative value. It means what? We are adding profit before tax and extraordinary item, and adjustment of for non-operating and non-cash items. And we are getting operating profit before working capital change. In these two steps, we are giving effect in opposite direction. Means we are adding losses and expenses and deducting income and gains. Means we are giving impact in opposite direction. Means all of these items are adjusted in profit. So we are cancelling out. Now third step is adjustment for change in working capital. Working capital means current assets and current liabilities. Increase in current asset, it is an outflow of cash, so we deduct here. Decrease in current asset, it is an inflow, so we are adding here. Increase in current liability, it is also an inflow, so we are adding here. Decrease in current liability, it is an outflow, so we are deducting here. But all current assets and current liabilities are not used here. There are some exceptions. The exceptions are except cash and cash equivalents from the current assets, means cash, bank and current investments are not adjusted here. And from the liability side, short-term borrowings like bank overdraft etc. are not adjusted here. Means what? All the current assets and current liabilities except cash and cash equivalents and short-term borrowings are adjusted here. Increasing current asset is outflow. Student confused too many times how increasing current asset is outflow. So simply take an example that if we purchase stock, then it is an increase in current asset, and when we purchase stock, then we have to pay money. So increase in current asset is an outflow. In the same way, when we sold out stock, so decrease in current asset, and from it we receive money, so it is an inflow. Impact of current liabilities just opposite to the impact of current assets. Then add all these items and write in the outer column. It may be a positive value or a negative value, and after it we get the answer is cash generated from operation. Again it may be a positive value or a negative value. And at the end of this format, income tax paid is deducted. Again it is net of refund and adjustment for extraordinary item. I am showing negative value first and positive value after it. Why I am doing so? That in the appropriation item, last item is extraordinary item. It is positive first and negative second. So positive value is deducted here and negative value is added here. Means what impact we are giving in extraordinary item in appropriation, just a positive impact is given here. Means same item is written again here in mostly cases, but in opposite way. If we added in appropriation, then we have to deduct in at this place, and if we deducted in appropriation, so we have to add it here. And the final answer is net cash flow from operating activity or net cash used in operating activity. If positive value, then net cash flow from operating activity, and negative value is net cash used in operating activity. So our first activity is completed. Format of this activity is very big, but in the question all items are not given, but you have to remember all the items and use all the items one by one so that you don't miss any item. In operating activity, we are giving impact of items of profit and loss and impact of current asset and current liabilities. So in operating activity, we are using items of profit and loss, and from balance sheet current asset and current liabilities with some exception. Now we have already calculated amount of operating activity. I am just writing here again cash flow from operating activity, which we have calculated in the last page, positive or a negative value. Now second activity is cash flow from investing activity. In this activity we use items of fixed assets. there are only three items in this activity. It has very small format. Purchase of fixed or intangible asset and long-term investment. By this there is an outflow. Sale of fixed asset and long-term investment. By this there is an inflow. When we sell asset, we receive money, so it is an inflow. And income generated by fixed asset means interest, rent and dividend received. It is again an inflow. And write total of this in outer column. Net cash flow from investing activity or net cash used in investing activity. If positive value, then net cash flow from investing activity, and negative value is net cash used in investing activity. So impact of fixed assets are given in investing activity. Third activity is cash flow from financing activity. It is the last activity. Again, there are three items in this activity: issue of share, debenture or long-term or short-term loan taken. It is an inflow. When you take money from someone, then there is an inflow of cash, and opposite of it, redemption of share, debenture or long-term or short-term loan paid, then it is an outflow. And interest and dividend paid, it is again an outflow. And total of all the items is written in the outer column. It is net cash flow from financing activity or net cash used in financing activity. If positive value, then we write net cash flow from financing activity, and negative value is written as net cash used in financing activity. So in financing activity, impact of share and long-term or short-term borrowings are given in financing activity. Now total of all these items A, B and C means operating activity, investing activity and financing activity. It is written as net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent. If it is a positive value, then net increase in cash, and negative value is net decrease in cash and cash equivalents. And it we had opening balance of cash and cash equivalents. Cash and cash equivalents means cash in hand plus cash at bank plus current investment or marketable securities. It is always in positive value, and after it we get the value of closing balance of cash and cash equivalents. Means closing balance of cash in hand, cash at bank, current investment or marketable securities. It is also a positive value, and by this you can check that your answer is right or wrong. Means what? In the final answer, if we added opening balance of cash and cash equivalent, so we get closing balance of cash and cash equivalent.